If you're using modern Excel functions like filter, VStack, or group by, and your formulas keep breaking, you're probably missing one simple operator, the hash operator. In this video, I'll show you how to use the hash operator, how it actually works, and why it's essential for modern day Excel functions. Let's take a look. Open in front of you, I've got an example file that I'm going to make available for you to download so you can open it up and follow along with me as we go through the hash operator and why it's so important with these newer array type functions that Microsoft is introducing. So this file, it is called Excel monthly sales -VStack -hash -02. You'll find a link to this file in the video description, just right down below. Look for the OfficeNewb.com blog link, and there you'll find a link to this file. So make sure you download it, open it up, and you can follow along with me. And while you're down there, if you enjoyed the video, you learned something new, make sure you hit that thumbs up. I appreciate that. And if you haven't already, make sure you click that subscribe button so you get updates about new videos that we add to this channel each week on Microsoft Excel and other Office applications. All right, let's take a look. So inside this workbook, we've actually got a few worksheets. The January, February, March worksheets, they're individual lists for the specific month. The all months is utilizing the VStack function right here to gather those three worksheets and stack them together vertically into one master list. Now, the VStack function is known as an array function, and it spills out the results. So the results of the formula can grow or shrink based on the records inside of the source, January, February, March. So this list can grow or it can shrink, just all depending on the data inside the three prior worksheets. Well, now I'm going to hop over to the dashboard. And what I'd like to do here is first, I want to create a reference to the all months list here that I want to filter the results for a specific region. Well, I need to make a reference to the spilled range on the VStack worksheet. So inside my dashboard, I'll go up to A5. I'm going to say equals filter, open parentheses. And the first thing the filter function needs is the array, or where's the data at? So I hop back to my all months VStack worksheet, and I need to select the range, all of the data. But because it's utilizing VStack, which is dynamic, it can pull the data and it can grow and shrink in size. It can spill out the data, okay, gathering it from January, February, and March. I need some dynamic way to tell it that this list can grow. Well, in steps the hash operator. So I'm going to select cell A2, the beginning of the list, and then I'm going to do hash operator or the pound symbol. So if I zoom in on that, this is my array reference. So it's on the all months VStack worksheet, and it's going to start inside of cell A2, but then the hash operator tells it it's a spilled array and it can grow in size. I need you to grab from the beginning all the way to the end of that returned spilled array. So that's my array. I'm then going to do a comma. The next thing it needs is what to include. This is part of the filter function. So essentially the criteria, I'm filtering this. So now I need to tell it, oh, I want to go to the D column or 1, 2, 3, fourth column inside that spilled array and pull back just the records that match north. So I'm going to go into my formula here. I'm going to utilize the choose calls function, open up a parentheses, first my array, remember A2 hash, that's my array. And I'm going to say if column, comma, column number 1, 2, 3, 4, close the parentheses, is equal to north. And I'll wrap north inside of quotes because it's a text value. I'll close that parentheses for the filter, hit my enter key, and there's my north records. So this is all referencing the spilled array on the all months VStack worksheet. But in order for me to effectively reference that data set, I need to utilize the hash operator or the pound symbol to tell it it's a spilled array that can grow or shrink in size. Grab from that first cell A2 and however much it spills out. Try it out. Let's keep this going. I want to show off the hash operator even more. So inside the dashboard, we've now got our filtered results for the North region. If I hop over to the right, I got a simple little table where I want to get total sales, average sales, and the order count, all from this spilled array utilizing the filter function. So inside my total sales, I'm going to use the sum function to sum up this amount right here. Well, if I grab that range, that's a literal range, right? F5 to F12. Well, my filter can change. Maybe it's not north, maybe it's south or east or west, and that might have more and might have less records. Well, instead of grabbing the literal range, I'm going to use the choose calls function to reference the spilled array. So I'm going to say A5 hash, because it's a spilled array, comma, and I'm going to tell it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Choose the sixth column from that array. So I'll put a 6 in there, close the choose calls, close the sum. I'll hit my enter key, and there's my total, in this case, for month, for the region of North. And average is going to be the same. Equals average. I'll use the choose calls. We're going to use the A5 hash, comma, 6, because it's the sixth column in that array. I'll close the parentheses, close it again for the average, hit my enter key, and there's the average sale for that range. Now, one more. Here, I'm going to use the rows function, and this time, I'm just going to grab A5, use the hash operator, and the rows function, it just returns the number of rows from an array. I'll close the parentheses, hit my enter key, and there's my total of 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So all utilizing that hash operator to make our references even more dynamic. Try it out. Now we're going to do one more thing here, but this is beyond the hash operator. We're going to step back into the filter function to make that a little more dynamic for us. If I get back into my dashboard, jump back into cell A5, I can see that my formula currently references north. That's a hard value, hard coded into the function here. So it's always going to look for north unless I go to A5 and I update that to another region. Well, I want to make it more dynamic. So if I jump into that formula, I'm going to wipe out the quotes in north, get it all out of there. And I'm going to say when that choose calls of column number 4 is equal to I2, then I want it to filter. Now I'm going to go ahead and hit my enter key right now. It's going to break because I got all in there and all is not a valid region. Take a look. So I'll hit my enter key. So I got a calc error, but that's just because all is not a valid region. So if I click on the drop down here and pick a valid region like north, I get my north filtered records and my little calculations here update. Jump back in, here's east, here's west, and so on. But I want to make it so I can see every record as well. So I'm going to go back to A5 and I'm going to modify the criteria section of the filter function. So I'm going to wrap this first part, choose calls, all the way down to I2 inside of parentheses. So that's my first criteria. We want to check for that. Or I'm going to bring in a plus sign to denote or. I'm going to open up another parentheses and say or I2 is equal to all. And I'm putting all inside of quotes, and I'll close the parentheses for that criteria. So I'm going to zoom in on that. So our criteria first is the choose calls. Look for column number 4. Is it equal to I2? Or, bring in the plus sign, I2 is equal to all. So I'm going to hit my enter key. Same results for west. If I jump back in here, here's all. And I got back all the records and my calculations update appropriately. Here's east, here's north, and so on. So one little tweak in there just to make the filter even more dynamic. Try it out. That's it. utilizing the hash operator to make dynamic references to spilled arrays. Make sure you try it out. You've downloaded the file, opened it up, and follow along with the video. It's one of the beauties of videos is you can rewind and try it on your own. So make sure you try it out. Download the file, open it up, and follow along with me. I hope you enjoyed the video. You learned something new. If you have, don't forget to hit that thumbs up. I appreciate that. And don't forget to click that subscribe button so you get updates about new videos that we add to this channel each week. I'll see you in the next video.